good morning. I'm Mavra Khan from Aalto University, Finland, and my co-authors are from Aalto University and American University of Beirut, Lebanon. Their names are displayed on the slide. So today I'll be presenting my work on BIM-based design change framework for assessing MEP system stabilization. So design changes during the construction are expensive. They can, according to the literature, they can add up to 5 to 40% of cost overrun due to modification and rework. MEP systems are especially vulnerable. The common belief among contractors is that MEP work can be altered until the start of the installation without any major consequences. And there are three factors that derives this. First one is the low prefabrication allows late plan changes. Late MEP contractor involvement creates post-contract pressure. And the third one is delayed architectural approval cascade into MEP redesign. The core question is, can we move beyond simply reacting to the change after they happen? Or can we instead assess whether the design is converging toward the stability? Okay. Um, so the existing BIM comparison tools are effective at detecting what changes between two model versions. They are good at retrospective detection, but there is a need to answer a forward-looking question: whether the design is stabilizing. Can we expect it to be ready for construction? Our study addresses the gap. We move from asking what changed to asking, is the design converging towards stability? Is the design is settling down? So we followed design science research methodology with 6 sequential activities, from problem identification, defining objectives in terms of matrices, and design development with interactive artifact, demonstration, proof of concept with a case study, and evaluation and communication through the results. This provided a process, a structure for the research. Um, The artifact was iteratively developed and calibrated. We tested 12 parameters combination for logistic functions and multiple moving average window sizes to find out configuration that best separates the stable from unstable design phases. So change intensity is the first metric. It captures how much the design changed between the consecutive IFC versions. The formula is quite straightforward. The change intensity equal to the sum of 4 percentages, element added, element removed, element with the geometric changes, and with the property changes. So change intensity only measures the scale of change. It does not interpret whether the design is changed positively or negative, whether the change is positive or negative. For that interpretation, we need a stability index. So the stability index transforms the change intensity into an interpretable stability signal through two steps. First step, it applies a logistic function to map change intensity values into a bounded 0 to 100 scales. We chose logistic function because design stabilization is non-linear, and a small change of about near the threshold should significantly reduce the confidence. But the difference between 0.5 to 1% is negligible, and the logistic function caters for it or captures it naturally. Step 2 is the 3 version moving average. A single bulk update should not permanently mark the design as unstable. The moving average smooths those spikes and shows whether the convergence is sustained over the time or not. The framework also supports trend-based prediction using simple first-order extrapolation of change intensity. The predicted change intensity transforms through the same logistic function and are combined with recent school's value. We want to be very clear about what it is and what it is not. It is not a deterministic forecast. It provides early warning and signal indicating whether the design process is converging towards stability, persisting steady state, or diverging. We would require additional coordination for the divergence. So we applied the framework to a real project, which is an 8-story under construction sports arena building in Finland. We analyzed 11 consecutive IFC versions of sprinkler systems, spanning approximately about 5 months. The initial model contained roughly 15,800 MEP elements. Sprinkler system was chosen because they are amongst the most sensitive MEP subsystems. When the architect or client modifies the interiors or the ceiling, the sprinkler systems must adapt to it. So for the results, the first chart shows the change intensity across 10 versions of transitions. The most transitions, for the most transitions, change intensity remained below 7%, indicating the controlled and incremental development. The clear outlier is in the mid-April, where the change intensity spiked approximately about 71%. This was primarily driven by bulk property changes. It was not gradual design evolution. The other chart shows both raw stability index and the 3 version moving averages. As you can see, the dotted red line, the raw SI stability index responded correctly to April disruption. It collapsed nearly to zero, and the smoothened SI responded to the intensity of the bulk change. It dampened the abrupt fluctuation while preserving the overall trend. After the April disturbance, it moved, it gradually recovered and crossed back into the highly stable zone of 80%. This progression shows a clear transition from stable and unstable redesign back to the controlled convergence. So the prediction evaluation, we use 9 versions to calculate the stability trends and reserved last two for validation. The trends were clear. A positive stability index trends of plus 1.6 combined with the negative trend of change intensity trend of minus 0.7. Both indicators point toward the continued stability. When we compared the predicted values with actual values, difference were small. For example, 1.1 for mid-July transition and 0.5 for final transition at the end of July. The predicted SI remained within the high stability zone with approximately 80% of confidence in the stability. The level of confidence has a practical value. It can support decisions about construction, releasing time, and trade coordination in scheduling. These are the kind of decisions that a design manager regularly faces. To conclude, we presented a BIM-based framework using change intensity and stability index to track MEP design evolution across consecutive IFC versions. Change intensity quantifies the portion of elements modified between versions, and the stability index produces a bound stability score between 0 to 100. So demonstration on the 11 IFC versions from real project, the framework successfully identifies the disruption events and tracks design convergence. The trend-based prediction supports coordination, timing, and construction readiness decision. The key contribution is shifting the conversation from retrospective change detection from what changed to forward-looking stability assessment in design, which is design ready for the construction. That is all from my side. If you have any questions, please ask.